In today's video, I spent 50 hours in DayZ. DayZ is an extremely difficult open world survival game where you must use all of your skills to survive. This game is extremely realistic where one mistake like not washing your hands before you eat can lead to your death. And on top of surviving the undead and fighting hunger, you also need to worry about other players. Killing other players can give you a much needed advantage, but can also let other nearby players know where you are. This game is very unforgiving and you'll see the first 20 hours is a lot of learning, but eventually I get the hang of it. And with all of that being said, let's spend 50 hours surviving DayZ. The first hour I started in by spawning in. I had only played about 2 hours before this, so I mean technically this is not my first hour, but anyways, it was just kind of to test out what I was doing. So I would be very lost on really what was good and what to do. So the first thing I picked up was a sledgehammer. This is a pretty solid weapon. It does quite a lot of damage, but obviously it takes a lot of stamina and it's just a very clunky weapon. And it's also a really big weapon, so it takes up a lot of inventory space. I eventually made my way to a water pump, which gives you infinite clean water, which means water in this game is not a huge issue. The only time it's an issue is when you're very far away from a town. Eventually traveling into a house, I found my first gun. It was a 22 with a scope on it, which is not too terrible, but since I didn't have any ammo for it, I would basically just use the scope to spot things out. But for now, I just keep it on my backpack. I eventually spotted a hunting stand. These can be quite solid, giving you ammunition, guns, knives, and jackets. And a lot of the times they're very high quality. Knives especially because they're just one of the most useful items in this game. And like I said in the intro, I'm not good at this game at all. So I just dropped this hiking jacket that had food and rags in it. And then right after I got a cut from the zombies. Now in this game, you don't turn into a zombie, but you can get damaged by zombies. So if I don't fix the cut in time, I'll bleed out. And it's crazy because I would have been fine if I didn't drop the bandage on accident. As you can tell in the first few hours, I'm just not good at this game at all. I did find myself a pretty solid bolt action in a building, but without anything to heal myself, it wouldn't even matter. So since I couldn't find any healing supplies, I obviously died. So this was definitely going to take a while to know the basics. And after dying, I spawned back in. And the first thing I did was get another scratch, which meant I had to waste one of the bandages. Once you spawn in, you get 2 uses of the bandages and then you're done. Then you'll either have to craft bandages or find new ones. And an easy way to get bandages is actually using rags. You can get rags from chopping up clothing. If you don't disinfect them with alcohol or something like that, then you will get infected, which without the proper medicine can lead to your death. And while walking, I randomly came across these sheep. And then I just beat this sheep down with a stick. There was no need. I didn't even have a knife, so I couldn't chop them up anyways. So I just assaulted the sheep for no reason. But anyways, I eventually made my way to a hunting camp. This is actually a really good camp that I would eventually come back to throughout the whole 50 hours. And a lot of the time, the place has really good guns and clothing that have high insulation. The higher insulation you have, the warmer you'll be, which means you'll stay alive for a lot longer. And I eventually got attacked by a zombie, which I was able to take out, but I got a scratch from it. And since I didn't know about the rag thing yet or have any bandages left, I unfortunately bled out, which led to my death. Once I spawned in on hour 2, I finally found my first person, or other player. Hello? He's gone. Where'd he go? I checked a nearby train for some clothing, and by the time I walked out, he was long gone, and he just didn't want anything to do with me. So I chased him all the way down, just trying to meet up with him. How are you running away from me?
Yeah, I didn't want to talk to you.
Dang, that's how you feel? Yeah. What? Alright, bet. I'm never letting that go ever. Nope. Somebody's dying. So that was my first experience finding somebody on this game. So you already know it was going to be rough. Anyways, I just got back to it. And actually, this was a better spawn point anyway. So, I mean, thank you for killing me, I guess. But I guess it was true. It was a better spawn point. And I ended up finding myself a Glock at the police station. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Glock with 2 rounds? Say less. Yeah. Bet you guys are scared now. I got that Glock and you guys don't want any smoke. Man, shut your... I'm gonna die, dude. I'm gonna die. Who are we fooling? I have a Glock with 2 rounds, which is actually not that bad, but I need food, man. What? What? Hey, get out of this. No way. Hello? Hello? No. No. And yep, once again, just got shot on sight. I eventually spawned back in where I skinned my first chicken, and things were definitely looking up a little more. On hour 3, I had a decent amount of food, but then of course, once again, I get attacked and end up dying. What? You're not dead? I'm knocked. Yeah, I'm not making it. Yep, dead once again by zombies. And it sucked because that was like a whole hour or so. And I actually thought I was doing pretty solid at first until that happened. On hour 4, I spawned back in and I found myself an airfield. I thought this was the massive airfield that gives you the best stuff, but this is actually a terrible airfield. There's pretty much nothing here. But there was a town nearby, and this is where I figured out you can empty out the plastic bottles. And all you have to do is look down at the ground and use your scroll wheel, which will change it to empty, and you just refill it with fresh water. And drinking with plastic bottles is so much better than when using it with your hands. You can carry it along with you, and it fills up your hydration bar a lot faster. I eventually found a castle on top of a hill, and these castles sometimes have decent loot in them. A lot of the times it's scopes and medieval armor. Now the medieval armor is not that good because it's just heavy, but mainly if you want to find a scope or hunting gear, you can come here. And it also gives you a very good vantage point to either see towns or any enemies that are nearby. I continued to loot through every town I could possibly find, and once again on hour 5 it was just more walking, and I was maintaining my food level the whole time. I was just mainly getting really lucky on canned food and stuff like that, until of course once again I died. What is this place? Bro, you cannot be serious. The second I find a military camp, I'm dead. I just spent 3 hours running, and now I'm dead. On hour 6, I respawned back, and I got myself an MK2, which is pretty solid. It's a 22 that's automatically silenced, so it's very good against zombies. And going into a town, I found somebody. I snuck around and hid in a bush. Yo. I don't know how this guy did not see me. He walked right past me. Can you hear me?
Hola.
Hola. This is the one guy who didn't shoot me on sight, so it was definitely nice not to get shot right away. And I gave him a bandage. I thought, you know, might as well. And I just continued on my way. And this is also where I finally used the I Survive map. It's just a free map on Google, and it's super useful. And it'll just show you the full DayZ map, which is extremely useful. And of course, once again, I got attacked by zombies, but I didn't end up dying. I basically just stayed inside a house for a while, waiting for myself to heal. On hour 7, I went to the water pump where I got myself some water. And at the police station, I picked myself up an M block as well as a pump shotgun, which unfortunately I had to use. I had such low health that if I didn't kill these guys, I would just end up dying. And that wouldn't even matter because as I left the police station, I got killed, which was so much progress down the drain. But that's pretty much the name of the game. You keep trying until you get better. For the rest of hours 7 and 8, I just started up again, which was basically the same thing, walking around, finding a town, looting up, getting myself some water, and eventually I had some decent items. And I'd been walking around for about an hour at that point, and I made my way all the way back to the coast. I thought I was going northwest the whole time, and I realized I made my way all the way back in a circle. So that was super frustrating. But since I was there, I did find a military tent. I did eventually go into the military tent area, but I was really low on blood already, so I thought I might as well just skip it. And going past it, I did find a house where I unfortunately got cornered and ended up dying, which is obviously super frustrating. After running for about an hour just to die like that, I was like so done at that point. But once again, I got back to it. Looting back up, luckily getting myself a water bottle, which is always very useful. Filling that up with fresh water. And I was going from town to town trying to see what I could find. And eventually I got caught out in a field by a bunch of zombies. And of course, I ended up dying because I didn't have any bandages to heal my laceration. But I spawned back in a coastal town. And this is probably one of my favorite spawns. And I actually got some pretty solid loot, like an M lock inside the police station. And I was also able to find myself a scorpion, which is always a decent weapon. There's usually a bunch of ammo and mags there. And I also fought this zombie, which of course getting knocked out. But then I tried this new method, which is, I don't know what this was, but I just started swinging around. I thought this would do more damage, but I just looked stupid. But anyways, I made my way to another town. And I was running very low on food, so I needed to find something quick. And fortunately, I was able to find this hen in the road. So I skinned the chicken and made my first fire. It's already 10 hours in, and I just made my first fire, but you know what? It's better late than never. Oh man, this is beautiful. There we go. Oh my goodness sake. Yes. Finally, I made my first fire. Can't believe I'm this many hours in and still haven't made it, but you know what? Better late than never. At least I know how to make it. It's a lot more simple to make a fire than I thought. And all you need, I thought you needed a knife, but all you really need is an axe, because you can also get bark from it. And I eventually ate the chicken, which got my hunger bar up. And on hour 11, I got scratched by a zombie. And I used a sewing kit that was not disinfected, so you know what happens. I mean, obviously, I'm going to get an infection from that. And on top of getting the infection, I also made my way all the way back to the coast. No. Don't tell me I'm at the coast. I cannot believe I made this mistake again. I was using this weird compass the wrong way, and this compass just sucks. And on hour 12, I just continued walking, and I ran into a military tent where honestly, I was just like, I'm dead anyways. So I'm just gonna run up in this tent and then pretty much just get killed. I had the infection and I had no health left, so it was pretty much over. Yep. I ended up getting myself a fresh respawn and obviously just getting beat down by zombies again. So I respawned and got one of the worst respawns, or spawns. Yeah, this place has pretty much nothing in it. There's just a couple houses and that's about it. But eventually I reached another town where I was able to get myself some water, and I also found an MP5 in the police station, which is pretty cool. I didn't know they were in this game, but yeah, now I know. And in a house I found strawberry jam, which eventually got my hunger back up. And I went into one of these doctor's office places. I'm not sure what. Hello? What's good?
What's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
All right. You know where this leads to?
No clue.
All right. I'm running low on water right now, and yeah, I got no bandages left. You want to just head down here then?
Sounds good.
I wasn't sure if I could trust him, but I was so low on stuff that I had no choice. So we ended up searching the next town, and this guy actually helped me out quite a lot. But the problem was I was so low on health already that it was pretty much over. I don't know how much longer I got left. You know what? I want you to kill me.
I can't do it. Don't even ask.
I want you to kill me and take everything I got.
Doc, I can't do it.
Remember me. Please. I can't. I don't have enough. Please do it. The money. On hour 14, I got back to it, eventually going to the police station where I got myself a 22 with a couple of magazines. Alrighty, all my bandages gone. That's sick. I eventually made my way up to the castle, and along the way, I was able to find myself some food, and I entered into another town. What? There you go. I eventually skinned the goat and cooked its meat, which would keep my food levels up for quite a while. On hour 15, I hit the road again, and basically I was just going as far inland as possible to try to get better loot. What is this crap? I'm about to beat this kid. Pause. What? Just don't put that out of context. I'm about to beat this kid. And also, this is probably the most ammo I had. I'm not even sure why I mentioned that. It's not really relevant, but I just found a lot of ammo. Dude, could you look at how strong? Dude, I've never been had this much ammo, but I mean, I'm ready. So I wish any one of you would come at me right now. I mean, I don't have any magazines, but you know, got ammo. I eventually made my way to another military tent where I was actually decently close to the airfield, and I ended up trying to fight off all the zombies, and of course, once again, I end up dying. But one thing I am noticing is that I'm getting further and further each try, and by this point, I was getting kind of tired of official, so I decided on hour 16 I wanted to try a community server. But what I pretty quickly noticed is that it was a little too easy. I wasn't a big fan of the max loot, and I just thought maybe I just need to get good at the game, because official was what I wanted to play on, but it was just very difficult. So on hour 18, I got back to official. I eventually ran into this guy in a firefighter outfit. This guy was acting a little bit suspicious, but by this point, I just spawned in, so there was nothing to lose. And as it turns out, he was not trying to kill me at all. He was just trying to help me, but I don't know. The way he worded it sounded kind of weird. Hello? Hello?
I just got killed.
What do you mean?
Can you hear me?
What do you have to say?
Oh, hey, what's up? Welcome to DayZ.
But this guy would help me out so much. He would show me how to fight the zombies the best way possible without taking any damage, and so many other tricks down the road.
And you really can't help people out because you can mistakenly hit them. There you go.
Boom! Oh, that one's... Ah, there we go.
His backpack's still good.
And we continued heading inland. Now, he told me just to walk around, not run. I've been running pretty much this whole time, wasting so much food. And although walking is a little bit slower, it'll save your food so much, which will overall lead you to live longer. He also told me about eating unknown canned foods. If you eat unknown canned foods too quickly, you'll end up getting very sick and losing a lot of food and water. So you want to make sure you eat it slowly. We then made our way to one of the camps, where I got myself a longhorn, which is a pretty solid weapon. And we just stayed inside for a little while, waiting for the rain to pass. On hour 19 on our way to the airfield, we found ourselves a base in the forest.
Check it out. Check it out. We found a base to our left.
Oh, I was wondering what this was. I was about to ask you.
So when you go dude, it's a base. It's tons of tents. There's going to be lots of loot here. Oh, man. They were building a base.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look what I found. 74U. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And a mag. And after looting the whole place, we were insanely stacked with a bunch of food, water, as well as the AK that had 14 rounds in it, so that'd be really nice. Eventually on hour 20, we finally reached the airfield, but unfortunately he had to log off. I'll see you babies again.
Yeah, I brought you to like the most dangerous place on the map. Here, you want anything like another pistol or something?
Nah, I think I'm pretty good.
All right, man. Good game.
All right, good stuff, dude. Thank you. I would officially be on my own again, but now I knew so much more about the game, and I had some pretty solid supplies. So I don't know who you are, the guy in the firefighter outfit, but you helped me out so much. You know what? gonna be just best for me to log off. Even if I gotta go a long ways, I have a lot of stuff and I'm very prepared. Very, very, very well knowledged in what I gotta do. So I'll be all right.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
On hour 21, I logged back in and I started looting up around the airfield. What's this? Dude, I'm freaking taking that. Do I have a mag? Never mind. I guess I'm just taking this. And the suppressor though. I'd probably prefer the Glock anyways, so oh my goodness sake, this thing's pimping. All right, so now look at me. Got red dots, everything. Oh yeah, buddy. M16. About time we got an American gun in here. It is about time. And I couldn't find the right 9mm ammo for my Glock, so I decided just to drop it. Oh, about time. All right, well, we know what's going. And an hour 22, I dropped my Glock in exchange for a 1911. Here's the tents. Why is this dude shooting in like a rhythm? And I waited in the bush for a little bit with my AK. I wasn't sure if I even hit him because the bush was right in front of me, and I'm wondering if the bush absorbed the bullet. I wouldn't think so, but I don't know. He did have a helmet on, which I'm still very surprised. Even if he does have a helmet, I'm surprised he didn't get knocked out. So I eventually pushed up to the tents, and I just didn't see him there. So unsure of where he was, I just hid in the container to see if he'd come back, but he never came back. So I decided just to log off for now and come back later. I eventually got back on and continued to search the airfield. Yep, bet y'all don't know about that. Bet y'all don't know about that trick. And the last thing I did for hour 22 was make a fire. On hour 23, I went past the airfield. I just wanted to see how far I could go and what this would lead to. And I got lucky by getting a chicken, which would get me pretty set on food. On hour 24, I refilled on water. And as I left the town, I got myself another chicken. I'm stacked on food. Food, water, everything. Just got to get better guns. I eventually returned back to the airfield where I got attacked by a bunch of zombies. So I just hid in a container and logged off for a little bit. On hour 25, I returned back where I got kicked off the server and it said the server is shutting down. Now, I didn't even know what this was at this point, but since it said the server was shutting down, I was thinking that the server was closing, so I'd have to go onto another server. But this was not the case. I could have just signed in, but I didn't even know. So I started up another server where I started at the coast, but I thought while I was here, I wanted to go over to the ship. And as it turns out, you need a full hazmat suit. I don't know how I forgot this, but yeah. I thought all you needed was gas mask, but that is definitely not the case. So I just continued my way northwest, and on hour 26, I was able to find someone's base. Now, it wasn't as good as the last base, but since I'm a terrible person, I took this guy's SMG and just dropped it in the middle of the forest. I wasn't even going to take it, but I just thought I'd be annoying. And eventually by morning, I made my way to a town.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
And at nighttime, I found my first deer. What is that? It looks like a, deer. Shoot it. Obviously. But the problem is, the chances of me hitting this thing with iron sights are freaking low. And I don't even know if it'll be enough to kill it. But this longhorn, I have a feeling will. Alright, it's a doe. It's fine. I need your meat. Alright, well, first deer down. And I eventually made my way to a house where I cooked the venison.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Bro. Oh my gosh. That's how I go out. No. Are you serious? I thought I was still alive. I thought I got knocked unconscious, but nope. Holy crap. I stayed alive for 6 hours just to do that, bro. Come on, man. And on hour 28, I had to start fresh once again. I started looting up the nearby areas, getting myself a gun, as well as some bandages, which is pretty solid. And I found a dead zombie outside that I didn't kill, which means someone was nearby recently. Okay, this is not good. There's somebody nearby. I got one bullet, so I better make this count. Yup, 1v1.
Dive in it, bro!
Dead. Okay, heal. Yeah, that's my first kill. Let's go. Did I miss that shot or did I hit him? Because he died awfully soon. Oh, yes. Let's go. After getting my first kill, I made my way back to the hunting camp. While I was looting, I saw another player walking around. And after killing the player, I looted his dead body, which really didn't have that much on him. All right, we can get out of here. I'm gonna head west. Damn. What was that? Bear trap. Am I dead? Wake up. You'll be alright. After breaking my leg from the bear trap, I made a splint, which would help my leg recover a lot faster, but not have to limp for quite a while until it got fully healed. I just barely saw these guys. Now, one of them is about to die. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a scope, so I'm just gonna have to get lucky with the pistol or the rifle. We are not going to talk about how much ammunition I wasted on that.
This is trash.
Too much Call of Duty, apparently. I feel like this dude's meat's gonna suck. That's kind of pause, but...
Bro, what did you just say? I just said...
I feel like this dude's meat's gonna suck.
Nah, bro, that's still gay. No, you're gay. He's gay. I'm not gay. He's gay.
Anyways, give me your meat. And for the entirety of hour 30, I basically spent the entire time walking. And on hour 31, I finally hit the airfield. And after checking some of the barracks, I found myself a plate carrier, as well as a worn AK, which is pretty good. And the only real problem with it was the front grip, which I can easily replace with a pristine one. At nighttime, I found my first helicopter crash, and I carefully made my way down to it, but by the time I checked, it was already looted. So I basically just got out of there. I did not want to stay next to this helicopter since it's such an easy thing to see. And if I was out in the middle of a field, I would basically just get shot so easily without any cover. So on hour 32, I made my way back to the airbase. What the Bro, that is so incredibly stupid. This game is so broken. I walked through the door. Dude, I saw the other side. Are you serious? Hey, listen, if I die to this, I'm never playing this again. But I eventually did wake back up, and I was just scared because I was going to lose all that progress. And I did see the other side of the door, so I thought I got through, but I guess not. And I got attacked once again. I can't do this game anymore. I can't do this. I can't play this. I cannot play this game anymore. So after this, I sat in the barracks for quite a while, just waiting for my blood to go back up again. Yeah, someone's popping shots. After hearing gunshots in the distance, I wanted to get a higher vantage point, so I went up to this pool area. Wow. Dude, I didn't know. I didn't think he would see me. I'm like, there's no way there's someone out here. Who would check that window? That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way. That's crazy. I don't know how I didn't see this guy. I was looking everywhere but the building right next to me. I was thinking he'd be hiding in some sort of bush or by a tree, but nope, he was right in front of me. And I thought he was a lot farther away. So that's why I felt safe coming up to this building. But nope, as it turns out, he was right there and just killed me. And I eventually got back to it, respawning back on the coast. And I eventually found this dude that was literally chopped up. Oh my gosh. I was not sure what this was at first. Anyways, after that, I headed northwest, and I started cooking up some of the food that I got. And just so we're clear, it's not the human steak. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm pretty much D1. And since I lit a fire at night, it lured another player nearby, so I was quite surprised when I opened this door. What the? Are you dead? Okay. That was very, odd. Anyways, I was very surprised by that, but that would now be my third kill. On hour 35, I checked a police station where I got myself a scorpion, which is not a bad weapon, but it's not really anything special. I also got myself some water, and I also found myself a pioneer. I'm not sure if these bolt actions are any good, but I found it by a police encounter, so I thought I might as well pick it up. And by nighttime, I finally got to the airfield once again, where I found myself a pristine combat helmet, and I just started searching around the area, where on hour 37, I got myself a pretty good helmet, as well as a face visor with it, and I also heard another helicopter. Is that a heli? I think it's past the barracks. I heard it in this direction. Dude, I'm just gonna go for it. I eventually arrived at the helicopter and was very disappointed. I know for a fact this was not looted. I just got really unlucky with what I got. So that was pretty unfortunate. Anyways, after that, I realized I was pretty stacked on loot. And in one of the tents, I found myself another AK, what to drop the Pioneer for. And on hour 38, I got chased by a bunch of zombies. Oh! Holy crap, there's like 10 zombies chasing me. Get it. To a container. I'm so dead, dude. No. No. Don't tell me I just died. I had 2 cuts at the end, bro. I'm gonna bleed out. Fortunately, I did survive and was able to bandage myself up, and I just played it safe for a little bit until my health regened. On hour 39, I made myself a little campfire, and I also made my way over to the town past the airfield. I just wanted to loot up and see what I could find, but there really wasn't anything useful there. And on hour 40, I wanted to try this gas mask again, but as it turns out, you need a full suit for everything. I thought it was just the shipwreck that you needed it, but nope, it's basically everything, which I think is kind of dumb, but it's whatever. And on hour 41, I tabbed out for just a second, and I was knocked out. I clicked off for 1 second. Did I get shot? Wake up. Get the cover. Go, 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 go. I still don't know what happened. I thought I got shot because there were no scratches or anything. And I thought maybe I got hit in my helmet, but my helmet was still pristine. And I didn't get hit in the plague carrier, so I still have no clue what happened. So I was just camping these stairs for about 10 minutes, and then I eventually left. And this is also where I finally figured out that the airfield does not have the best loot in the game. I figured out this whole time it was just tier 3 and that there were higher tiers of loot that are actually on the map. I thought the best loot does come from helicopters, which I think it does, but there is better loot you could find that's just on the ground that doesn't have to come from a randomly spawned helicopter. So yeah, it's been quite a while, but I finally figured that out. This is tier 3 loot this whole time? Oh, I thought this was... I didn't know there was a spot without helicopters that has tier 4 loot. All right, well, northwest, I guess I go. So I ran through the forest for about an hour, and in hour 42, I got attacked once again, which is really bad because now by this point, I was pretty much out of bandages, and I also got an infection. So on hour 43, I made myself a campfire, thinking it was pretty much over. I was just going to try to survive as long as I possibly could. And as I was checking one of the watchtowers, I heard gunshots very close. I eventually headed in the direction, and I was ready for a gunfight. I was kicked off. What? Bro, there ain't no way. Either the game just saved my life. How did I not hit a single shot? There is no way. The game just saved me right there. I actually did hit quite a few of my shots. They just had armor on, so that's why they weren't dying. But I eventually was able to get back in and start shooting back. How is your... Since they couldn't pinpoint my location, I was able to sneak around and get a drop on another one. And I didn't know there was a third guy, and just like that, that ended my 9-hour run. I was able to take 2 of them with me, so I think overall that was a W. Yeah! 9 hours led up to that. 2 of you down. 9 hours led up to that. Yes! Oh my gosh. Could you imagine I took out that last guy? Oh my goodness. I eventually respawned at the coast, and it was not a very good spawn at all. So for the next 30 minutes, I was just walking to see what I could find, and I didn't really get anything good, but I did come across a military convoy. Playing this all day, and I'm already kind of losing it, so you have to bear with me. Is that a ghillie? I found a ghillie suit.
You.
What? I'm on the same server, so I guess if you join, I'll eventually find you. I don't think I'm that far in either. I'm gonna let you know after it.
How do I kill myself? Can I just drown myself?
I'll respawn. Here we go.
Options.
Although I had some alright loot, I was kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I really wanted to play with one of my friends. So I respawned at the coast, and first try, we got to the exact same spawn location. I see a dead zombie.
No way.
I don't know if you killed him.
I think I did.
Is this you in the water?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
what are the chances of that, dude? There are so many spawns. I don't know. That was kind of on you. Just keep going. Keep going. You got to get to shore here. Oh my gosh. Boone, this is the start of something great here. Hold on. They didn't believe in us, but God did.
God did.
And we eventually started looting the coastal town that we were in.
No, I understand.
Oh, that's a guy. Hello? Hey, there's a guy here. I didn't even realize. I thought it was a zombie.
Let's punch him out. Let's punch him out.
Beat him. Oh.
There's like 6 zombies. I'm about to die.
Now you're right. Yep, that's you.
Open the damn door. I'm just beating this woman. IRL moment.
Ah,
oh, that's me.
Dang.
You smacked me in the face.
Are you bleeding? Are you bleeding?
Yeah.
Alright, then heal yourself.
I got a broken leg. I have some sort of disease.
I'll heal you up.
I tried to use the bandage. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. We are not
I'm
making...
bleeding. I have a broken foot. I have a disease, and I'm wet. When will my... How many pills do I have to take? Can I OD in this game?
Yes, you can.
And I just took 3.
Why? Why did you freaking do that?
I thought it would get rid of the disease faster.
No, that doesn't... Okay, here. Take this bottle. I dropped on the floor. And while we were looting, Boone got attacked by a guy in a ghillie suit, which meant we were now separated.
What is long, hard, and has come in the middle?
What?
A cucumber.
Huh?
What's long, hard, and has come in the middle? The word cucumber.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
What do you sleep on, sit on, and brush your teeth with?
Is it something suspicious related?
Nope. It's just a classic riddle.
Okay, so say it again.
What do you sleep on, sit on, and brush your teeth with?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Fingers, hands?
Nope. Do you want the answer?
Yeah, let's hear it.
The answer to what do you sleep on, sit on, and brush your teeth with is a bed, a chair, and a toothbrush.
Dude, get out of here. Well, I just thought it was one item. That was stupid. After getting attacked by the zombies, I eventually respawned. And on hour 45, we reunited again, and we looted a nearby police station. Okay, someone's been here. What the?
Someone right here.
Oh, damn. Got him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that again. He's gonna be dead. All right, watch. Stand back. Stand back. He's still alive. Stand back. Stand back. Stand back. Stand back. No. Don't stand back. What the? What was that? Now he's dead. And after killing that guy, we got a bunch of bandages. And we made our way over to the hunting camp, where I was very stacked on loot. And eventually on hour 46, we just kept going. We just wanted to get to the airfield as fast as possible. And Boone pointed out there was a chicken there. Now, this would be terrible. I usually already have gloves by this point, but I forgot I don't have gloves yet. So I skinned the chicken and ate a pair, and then you obviously know what happens then. I then got salmonella poisoning, which was absolutely horrible. I would just keep throwing up and getting even sicker, which would be a lot harder to cure. So my best hope to cure it was to find a doctor's office and hopefully get lucky and find myself some charcoal tablets. But for now, that would have to wait, and we just log off for a little bit. We got back on hour 48, where I was fortunately able to find the right medicine. But by that point, I'd strayed too far away from Boone, and he ended up dying.
I actually might die here. This might be it.
No.
I'm dead. I swear to God.
You actually died?
Yep.
This would really suck, so I made it to the barracks by myself. I did start looting up, but it did kind of suck that he wasn't there. So I decided just to purposely let myself die, and I'd respawn at the coast. The first thing I did was beat up this player that did not know how to use melee weapons. And then right after that, I got hit over the back of the head, which ended up killing me instantly. I would eventually have to respawn, and on hour 50, this would be the last hour I got left. So I started looting up a little bit. I crafted myself some bandages, and there was nothing really else to do. So that would be the end of the 50 hours. All right, that's an hour. That's the end. That's the 50 hours completed. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. I have a lot more videos planned, so make sure you hit the notification bell. And let me know if you guys want to see another video of DayZ. It's definitely a difficult game, but once you get the hang of it, it's really fun. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.